from the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set, and starting in this one, Garrett Whitlock.
Last time out, wasn't able to get out of the second inning, really put a lot of pressure on the bullpen, but the offense picked him up. I'm looking for him to hit the reset button and get after it in this one.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Brendan Donovan, the next to hit, takes ball one. One out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And there are two outs. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored. And you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
2 down, nobody on. That one missed. Two outs, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. End of a half inning of play, no score. Back in Boston, and for the Cardinals here this afternoon, it's Miles Michaelis. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Leading off,
yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. They'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Batting third
man aboard, and here is Devers. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Michaelis, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Michaelis throws to first. Yoshida back on a dive. Yoshida, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Walker hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Now batting Tristan Casas. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. And first offering is fouled off. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. Michaelis checks over to first, and he's back. Outside.
Nope, that's outside.
1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next pitch is outside. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Second inning set to go. Here's Nolan Gorman.
Nolan Gorman.
Gorman, in his 3rd season, 24 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. And there's a ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
Next offering is in for a strike. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So
0-1.
Hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. They got it for out number 2. Two down, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Nolan Arenado. Popped up. Bregman on the move. Makes the grab. And that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas.
First baseman, Tristan Casas.
Michaelis back to work. Fought off foul. Up and in, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's Alex Bregman. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 down.
Batting 6, shortstop, number 21.
So stepping in for Boston, Danny Lee.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
So up next,
Batting
Wilyer
7,
Abreu.
right fielder,
He's a guy,
Wilyer
Chris, whose highlights include some of the
Abreu.
best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. That one in there across the letters.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
That clips the corner. Runner on the go. Pitch
1
inside.
ball, 2 strikes.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives and he can't hang on. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, does a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You had a run.
And here's the catcher, Connor Wong. Right side. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Next to hit, Ceddanne Rafaela. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Donovan going back on this one. And it's off the green monster. Headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
So the batting order turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. He's 0 for 1. And there's the strike. Ground ball right side. Fires over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is back here at the ballpark.
Leading
Let's
off
check out
for
the latest
St. Louis,
news from around the
catcher
league.
Ivan Herrera.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Yeah, that's fouled off. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's...
Oh, nice stop on a slide. And very nicely done for the out. A great sliding stop. I think we need a breakdown from StatCast to fully appreciate the difficulty of that play.
Yeah, Boog, these numbers show how good of a play it actually was. And that sliding catch was difficult enough, and somehow he still managed a great throw to first. What a play.
And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Whitlock winds and deals. Liner, base hit. Coming home. The throw in. In there. He scores. And it's now a 2-run game.
Now batting, right fielder, Lars
So the lineup
Nootbaar.
flips over. Lars Nootbaar. Next up for the Cardinals. Struck out swinging his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Throw over to first. And he dives back in safely. Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
You can have all the speed in the world, but if you don't have a good lead and a good jump, sometimes it's best to just shut it down. You can't just think that you're going to outrun the baseball. Really good job. Pitcher getting the ball to the catcher. Nice throw down to second base. Probably would have been better served shutting it down after that bad jump.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's down and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Fenway,
Leading
set for the
off
bottom of the
for the
3rd.
Red
Now
Sox,
it's the DH,
designated
Masataka
hitter,
Yoshida.
Masataka
As he turns on the
Yoshida.
rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Hit in the air, center field. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
Devers.
Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And Devers hits that one. Walker sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Tristan
Tristan
Casas.
Casas up next for the Red Sox. Caught looking his first time up. Gets to it with a slide to first. And that's a great play for the out. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Cardinals 1. Back here in Boston as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. That's a strike.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Good eye in that
missed.
spot.
That's a ball. 1-2.
That pitch
No, that
just
missed.
misses the inside corner, and that's ball 2. Right back to him on the mound. Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, first
Wilson
baseman,
Contreras now
Wilson
up to the plate.
Contreras.
Went down on strikes his first time through. Tap foul at the plate.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Brudansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but That's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. Man at first, Nolan Gorman. Next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
On the ground, 2 ball. They get 1 in there safely.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So 2 down now, and here is
hitter,
Alec Burleson.
Burleson.
0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. And that'll do it. So 1 left for the Cardinals, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for
Bottom
the
4,
Red
and
Sox,
stepping in for Boston,
second
Alex
baseman,
Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
And it's fouled away.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
And here it comes. Cut on and lifted in the air. Walker moves towards it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, number 21.
And next for the Red Sox, Danny Lee. Singled and scored his first time. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Red
So
Sox.
stepping in for Boston,
Right
Wilyer
fielder,
Abreu.
Wilyer
RBI single
Abreu.
his last time up. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. Here's the speedy
Now
catcher,
batting,
Connor
the
Wong.
catcher,
1 for
Connor
1 with a single so
Wong.
far. Michaelis throws to first,
Nope.
and he's back in safely.
Runner, yes,
Here
yes.
comes the pitch. Runner breaks for
1-0.
second. Ball misses. Throw to second, and great jump. On the ground to third, Arenado. Tosses across to first. That's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Red Sox as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for
pitcher's
St.
duel
Louis,
so far.
third
Here's how the
baseman,
starters have
Nolan
performed up to this
Arenado.
point. Whitlock back to work. And that misses.
Outside, that's the ball.
And that is ball 1. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish. And will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. Line drive. And that gets down for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at
Now
bat,
batting
battling with
catcher,
2
Ivan
strikes. Hooked
Herrera.
around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Herrera, 24 years old, and he was born in Panama. Red Sox leading it by 2. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And here is Jordan Walker. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Mason Wynn will hit next. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Ground ball left side. Down the line, and it's foul. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Ground ball right side could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. In for a strike. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that one clips the corner.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Pitch misses there. And the count 1-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Red Sox by 2. That's smacked on a line to center. And that's the 3rd out. So the Cards strand a couple, and they still trail it here 3-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela.
Cedar Rafaela.
What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jarren Duran now at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud a great play on the field. These fans here, they love and respect baseball.
Yoshida.
So man aboard, Masataka Yoshida getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Michaelis throws to first.
Hey!
Duran dives back in safely. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Walker pulls it in on the run.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who
Now
makes a great
batting,
play like
third
that on the
baseman,
run. They can feed off the energy he
Devers.
brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Rappy coming to the plate now. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Pitch out, but no action. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Kyle Leahy preparing to come on if needed. King, a left-hander, also throwing. And that is out of play. Duran leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And that one's gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
At the plate, Tristan Casas.
It's 0-1.
Grounded to Gorman. Gorman throws out to first. And the inning is over. 2 runs for Boston on the home run. It's now a 5-1 ball game. This is Red Sox baseball on the show, New England.
Now pitching for
We're
the Red
back,
Sox.
and they make a change to start the
Number
6th.
31.
The new pitcher, Liam Hendricks.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in
Leading
throwing
off for the
strikes,
Cardinals,
attacking
left
these
fielder,
hitters.
Brendan Donovan.
Down the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 2 in this one. And that
Wow.
skips into dirt. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Devers makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Wilson
Here's Contreras now. And that's outside.
outside.
Ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. Now a pop-up on the infield. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
2 outs, base is empty. Nolan Gorman, the next to hit. That misses. 1-0.
Well, as good as
1-0.
things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And that
That's the
is
ball.
downstairs. And the count now 2-0. That's a hit, and that extends the inning.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come
Now
into the
batting,
zone, and then
designated
guys have a
hitter,
better
Alec
chance of hitting the ball
Burleson.
hard like he did right there.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. And that's in there for strike 1. Gorman off of first with 2 away. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Swing and a miss. Tied him up on a fastball inside. So one hit is all they get. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6. And the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Red Sox 5. Back now for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Kyle Leahy. This is his 3rd time out this year. And now it's Alex Bregman.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And that one fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there. And on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Stays alive. Got him swinging.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires the first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Up next,
very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Now here is Wilyer Abreu. That one out to right. Nootbaar moves under it. Squeezes it, and that is that. Top of inning number 7. Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Arenado. That one outside. And that's ball 1. Fouled off left side. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Wong in position, hauls it in, and there's one away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Herrera, the next to hit, takes outside. The Red Sox leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner on at first with one gone. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 2 away.
Well, that's a curveball that people
next
like to
for the
describe as a
Cardinals,
hammer or
shortstop,
Uncle
Mason
Charlie,
Wynn.
and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Wynn stands in now and watches strike 1. Herrera off of first with 2 away. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard. Lars
Now batting,
Newbar next up
right
for the
fielder,
Cardinals.
Lars
0 for
Newbar.
3 in this one. And that drops in for a strike. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Squirts away a little bit. And the runners will move up.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game
for
summary.
the Red Sox, catcher Connor Wong.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, raging back towards the wall. And it bangs off the monster. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Digging in, Ceddanne Rafaela. On the ground to the left. Wynn fires across the diamond, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Jaron
For the
Duran.
Red Sox, left fielder Jaron Duran.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
In the air, left field, down the line. Lays out and makes the play.
He takes a huge gamble right there. If that ball gets by him, the run scores easily from second, and the hitter maybe ends up on third. But a great job, excellent focus on the dive, and he robbed extra bases on that one.
Here now the Red Sox DH. Masataka Yoshida, 1 for 3. Way outside,
1-0.
and that is ball 1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Touches down. That's a hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 6-1. Devers now. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
And a foul ball. Inside.
No, that's inside.
And that's ball 1. Yoshida, the runner at first with 2 gone. Check on the runner. Yoshida
inside.
back in on a dive. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
Well, he went
1-2
inside a
the
couple
count.
of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That missed by a
2-2.
lot. And the count's even at 2. 1 run across in the frame so far. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Out to center. Walker sizes this one up. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 6-1 ball game.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Red
back,
Sox.
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Justin Slayton.
And you know,
Justin
bullpen guys can
Slayton.
struggle sometimes when they're called upon with
Leading
big
off
leads
for St.
because
Louis,
it just
left
doesn't have
fielder
the same
Lyndon
intensity as a
Donovan.
tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like
Nope,
this as
ball.
well.
Donovan in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
1-1. Nope. Ball. 2-1.
Right side. Passes on to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting first baseman
And
Wilson
up to hit is
Contreras.
Wilson Contreras. Pulls that one foul. Slate, the tall righty, 220 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. Next pitch
Ball, that's
misses.
outside.
1 ball, 1 strike. Red Sox up 6-1. Foul ball there. One and 2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a 1-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3. 2 down, bases
batting
empty.
second baseman,
Here's the
Nolan
second baseman,
Gorman.
Nolan Gorman. Smoked on the ground, a second. To first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1.
Pitching for
Back
St.
now,
Louis.
new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
64.
bottom of the 8th. Ryan Fernandez.
Fernandez.
And with the big deficit on the
Leading
scoreboard,
off
he
for
almost
the
has to
Red
just
Sox.
put that out of his mind.
First baseman,
Every outing
Tristan
matters for
Casas.
relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Casas at the plate and takes high there. Hit on the ground to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Up next,
Now it's
for
Alex
the Red
Bregman.
Sox, second baseman, Alex Bregman.
Swinging a foul straight back. One down, base is empty. Fought off foul. And that one is lifted in the air. Walker on his way over. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting.
2
number
outs, base is
21.
empty. Danny Lee up next for the Red Sox. To third, and that's
foul.
just foul. 2 outs. Foul ball. And now 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits off the monster.
Now
Runner
batting,
first
the
with 2
right
away.
fielder,
And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer
Abreu.
Abreu. Tap foul at the plate. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. That is the inning. And the Red Sox lead 1. They still lead it, though, 6-1. We go to the 9th. So now here's the Cardinals' designated hitter, Alec Burleson. Slayton back to work. Right side, hard hit. Whips it to Casas, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman, Nolan
Here's
Arenado.
Nolan Arenado. There's a strike. The Red Sox leading by 5 here at the top of the 9th. That one misses. And 1-1.
1-1.
Just
That's
missed.
inside. That's a ball.
That's out to center field. Rafaela has this one sized up. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Ivan
So it's their
Herrera.
last chance in this one. Ivan Herrera will hit next. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. There's a strike.
No balls. 1 strike. Hey!
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
1 strike away. That's off the inside corner. And the count 1-2.
That turns out to be a
1-2.
really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That one just misses the outside corner. 2-2. And misses inside.
We got a full count.
Right side, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Betray my trust. I thought it was love, but it doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as it seems when you trace your dreams. You just gotta open your eyes. I already told y'all, then I showed y'all. Then I drove off. Got me by the doors off. I ran out of papa. If he nosy, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much faster than I cut my off. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off. 1 mic, 0 flaws. Spitting 24 karat gold bars. To a gunfighter, bring a blow torch. Spending new money to fight an old charge. No such thing as no charge. Been high since the Cold War. I already told you like Cardi.